Alrighty, everybody. So, today what I've got for you is just a little guide on how to play the age-old game of fill your pockets. It's where you blow the doors open and you fill your pockets. Now, I've seen a lot of misconceptions about these IEDs that, especially with these big 7 properties, people leave their doors closed in the front because they think that you can't blow both doors at once. You absolutely can. If you can imagine the IED with a 6-foot wide radius and a 10-foot tall radius, then your imagination can run wild. But instead of letting your imagination run wild, I'll show you how to do each one, starting with the red line bar. Gonna want to put it in this corner here. And what that'll allow you to do is it'll allow you to split the difference on these two. And you'll see that only one of these doors opens, but that's all you need. So we'll wait for that guy to go off. And as you'll see, nice and easy access. Go grab your loot. Coming over to these ones here, if you decide to bomb as a pro, just say you happen to, dead drop yourself one or find one on a scum body and you want to play some loot, because Daver is going to be your best option. 60 kilograms of storage back here. Beautiful every time, just about. And if you want to do it as a pro, you don't want to hit this pay station at all. So you're going to want to put it in this corner here. And, basically that'll split the difference on these two doors. General store, you're going to want to put it here. And I found that one out the hard way when I owned General Store. That'll actually reach the people in the back room too, no matter how hard you hug that wall. But you cannot do it as a pro, or it's not advised because you got that telescreen right there. As you can see, Cadaver's blown wide open now. And General Store, both doors pop. This one's usually a very good spot though. It's usually worth eating that 5 amnesite loss if you are pro. And it's just much easier as a pro to move a bomb around on surface. That's the only reason I say. When it comes to Main Street Cafe and Industry Street Bar, they're a package duo. We call it the dynamic duo because with it, you can go 2 different ways. If the front door is open like this, then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to set it down, arm it, and then chuck it over the counter. Oh, that was a really good throw. That usually doesn't happen in game. But yeah, you just, holy shit. It's that 0 latency. But you get the point. You take it, you chuck it as close to that back door as possible. Kind of want it right on that back door. And then, of course, arm it before you chuck it. But if the front door isn't open, then what you can do is you can set it here. And I got to go over and pick these up. I'll kind of show you both of them here. So if you place it on the outside, it's a little harder to get to Industry Street. Because you've got the airlock, and they're so far away, but you've also got the pipe in the back. So what that'll do is that'll actually blow the pipe, but leave the back door alone most times, except for that time. So yeah, what you can do is you can start with the top side, go down to the bottom side. If the front door is closed, you just go down underground laundry and up the pipe, have your loot, and all that fun stuff. But if the doors are open, and you're hoping for that because it's nice and easy to plant the bomb that way, then you're going to want to place it, throw it over the counter after you arm it. Nice. And this one is not advised as a pro because you not only have the telescreen, but you also have that camera over there. That's going to be a 10 sight loss plus anybody who's walking over here. So same kind of deal. That one's open. And back door's open as well. Sometimes it'll pop this back door, sometimes it won't, but this pipe will always be open. And it's almost preferable to just have the pipe open. This property is pretty self-explanatory. Just plant the bomb up at the top of the stairs and hope nobody comes out. This one here, I've actually been playing around with it a bit. It is impossible to get all 4 of these and Myelin, unless somebody can tell me how. But you've kind of got to choose whether you want Myelin Loft or you want Apartment 4 here. But usually when I plant the bomb, it's up top here because all places are the same. They're all 30 kilograms of storage. If you want the loft and the doors, though, you're just going to want to place it kind of anywhere past this door frame here. So you can place it here, and that'll blow all of that open. So yeah, that'll get to the loft, It'll get these two on the bottom, but you're unfortunately not going to get apartment 4. If you want apartment 4, then you just plant it in the middle of either floor. You should be good with that. Casino is pretty self-explanatory. You know, you throw the bomb, you know, right there or anywhere pretty much. But club's a little interesting because you can mess it up. You don't want to go too close to this door. You're going to want to set it on this counter edge here. Anywhere this way, it's not going to trigger that door. Anywhere, you know, close to this door, it's not going to trigger the other one, and vice versa. And for this explosion, if you're doing it, you can just stand at the back here. This one's not advisable as a prole just because you've got, you know, nothing but foot traffic coming into the club. But as you can see, both doors are popped very nicely, and club is the place to get. To these apartments here, now you've got a choice. You can either have these two, or you can have this one. I've had people tell me that you can get all three, but I have very, very much tried. You cannot. You can tell me skill issue all you want. Give me some video evidence, but best one's going to be top and bottom here. I mean, all places are the same, but you want quality, right? Or you want quantity. So you get that guy and that guy opened up. That's where that 10-foot vertical radius comes in beautifully. These places aren't generally targeted by bombs, but they're very nice and easy to split the difference. You want these front ones, place your bomb here. You want these back ones, place your bomb here. And that'll split the difference enough to pop these two and these two down here, which is very nice. These people are generally just rot shroom growers, though. Or they're holding a shit ton of contraband. But as you can see, 1 and 2 are open. And we got that guy back there. We got 1, 2, 3, and 4. But usually I just set her down about here, and I'll take all 4 of these apartments. Doesn't really matter doesn't really matter which doors you pop. It's just about the quantity as long as you're popping all 4. These wartime apartments here, same kind of thing. Ooh, you actually get an extra door on this bomb. Never even thought of that. But you're just going to want to go in the kind of window here, which is basically just splitting the difference. Popping that down. And this applies for all of the wartime apartments pretty much. Just make sure it's right in the middle. And ba-boom, just like that. That applies for that one and that one. And I do believe I forgot the slums, which are actually the most fun ones to do. I asked my buddy quantity or quality. This is what we're talking about with quantity. So these ones, once again remembering the 10-foot, a 10-foot tall, 6-foot wide radius. I'm going to want to place it on this second step here. Second to last on the second floor. What that'll do is that'll open up the entire apartment. But if you want to be even more efficient on it, grab yourself a rot bomb. 0380177. So as we'll see here, we got a 1, 2, a 3, 4, and a 5, 6. But if you want to go for maximum quantity, then you grab yourself a rot bomb. A little riskier with the minute timer, but you'll want to go into the middle slum, and you'll place it in the same place. But the rot bomb has about double the radius. It's just not practical whatsoever. So we'll arm that guy there. And while that's ticking off, we'll set up some little bomb tech that isn't raiding, but it's very, very fun to do. Well, one is raiding, one isn't. And I guess the one that is raiding is more or less just a statement. So if you ever wanted to hit wartime, you want to bomb wartime in the dead of it or whatever, you know, most times when I do this, you can trigger this camera and it doesn't matter. The sanitars in there, they want to whack bombs. They don't give a fuck. The limitators, they're, you know, dealing with the limits inside of there. So, crawl out of this vent here. No EpiPen, no nothing required. Arm and grab. And by the time you reach the middle of the bomb floor, it should be just going off. See, we got 5, 2, 1, and you're in the dead center of the bomb floor. Perfect bomb. Every time. If you want to do a little bit of terrorism, you're going to want to make sure that you're a scum for this one. We'll check out our rot bomb blast radius, by the way, so you've got all 6 in this building. Then you've got this half and the other half, which makes... Oh shit, you got this half, which effectively makes 12. 12 apartments that you've raided. And that is the absolute best bang for your buck, best quantity. But there's another fun bomb tech before we get to the terrorism. Oops. Roly-poly down the stairs. And this strategy is a hell of a lot more unreliable, I guess, for the top floor buildings, but absolutely, you're going to be talk of the town if this explosion goes off. So, if you can manage to get 3 IEDs up here, it's a little impractical, but man is it fun. You can set yourself up the triple stack. Bombs daisy chain once they trigger an explosion. So, if we sit back here and we watch the fireworks... 1, 2, 3. The triple stack. And by far that is the most fun one to do. And like I said, it's a little dicey on the top floors, but oh shit, no clipping through these things sucks. But we got the top floor on this one. But the last little piece of bomb tech that I'll show you guys today, this one is the ultimate terrorism one. So with this one, you're going to want an EpiPen just for the extra movement speed here. But you can arm it, set it, and then this one is just a beautiful little kind of suicide bomb. If you ever want to make a statement on the club owner, whoopsies. Just got to make sure that you navigate that and you drop that right there. Usually you have enough time to say a funny saying. This time I had enough time to open the door. But that one is a statement piece. That one's an all-time classic. And people will hate you for that. But that pretty much concludes all the bomb tech that I could show you guys today. I mean, other ones are pretty self-explanatory. Like I said, this one here. And, you know, just the plaza that we didn't cover is the exact same as that one. So, pretty much, you can grab yourself the whole map. And sky's the limit on that loot. Get looting.